Logan Paul versus Whindersson will really happen? Logan Paul has confirmed he will fight Whindersson after the latter demanded a match. After fighting 2 battles against KSI, the YouTuber has now made peace by releasing their drink together. There's no real way that they're going to fight a 3rd time after agreeing to this new deal. As a result, the next opponent for Paul could be Whindersson. Full name Whindersson Nunes Batista, who made a bid to fight the American after an exhibition against former boxer Acelino Popó Freitas. After agreeing to the call-out in January, Paul was recently filmed confirming his plans to return to boxing. He hasn't stepped into the ring since fighting Floyd Mayweather last June. "Yeah, I will," the 26-year-old told reporters. "There's this Brazilian guy, his name is Whindersson, that I am interested in." There was no clear winner in the Paul and Mayweather fight during the debate. Whindersson was treading weight before his fight with Freitas, but the judges declared a tie after scrutinizing them for 8 rounds. The 17-year-old is also one of YouTube's biggest stars and Brazil's 2nd most subscribed figure, boasting millions of followers on Instagram too. With over 3 billion views on YouTube and lots of videos uploaded, this YouTuber is focused on capturing the hilarious things that have happened to him in his childhood. But now, Whindersson is making his name in the world with fighting, just like the potential opponent he's called out to fight, who he also fought in a previous bout against Popó. As a result of his draw and after sustaining a cut, Whindersson later challenged Paul for a rematch. Paul responded, "Challenge accepted. The winner was cool," said Whindersson, and then he continued, "I hadn't seen a knockout before. That was something new and interesting." Logan Paul was verbally agreed to sign Brazilian star Whindersson Nunes after previously claiming he would retire from boxing. The YouTube star recently fought boxing legend Floyd Mayweather and managed to survive the distance while earning an expected £15 million purse. After teasing a 3rd fight with KSI, it seems this idea has now been scrapped after the pair launched a new drinks business together. Whindersson, real name Whindersson Nunes Batista, has made a social media call to challenge Paul after his recent exhibitions against Acelino Popó Freitas. The fight went on for 8 rounds, but in the end, Nunes couldn't continue after sustaining a nasty cut, but was still able to make it to the final bell. Here's everything you need to know about the Brazilian star after his challenge to Paul. The background has been said regarding Nunes is a funny 27-year-old Brazilian singer and YouTuber who has made waves with his comical videos on the streaming service. He was born in Piauí, a very poor state in Brazil. He decided to get into the business at age 15 with his YouTube channel. One of Brazil's most well-known gamers, Professor Lupo, is the highest subscribed to channel on Twitch in their respective country. He has over 42 million subscribers on YouTube and over 58 million followers on Instagram. With these many followers, a potential battle with Paul is sure to take the world's attention. We surveyed YouTubers and found that Mr. YouTube himself is the 2nd most influential YouTuber out of 27 years old behind PewDiePie. Nunes' main career has been spent on YouTube, where he has amassed over 3 billion video views on the platform, which is expected to have generated him a lot of wealth. His childhood can seem like a comedic sequence of events, but at the same time also comes with its fair share of pain and heartbreaks. Nunes not only does acting and stand-up, but his platform also includes comedy singing. In the cast of a few Brazilian movies, Nunes was also featured as an actor. 46-year-old former world champion Acelino Popó Freitas handily defeated Nunes in his only boxing match during a recent celebrity boxing card in Brazil. Sadly, with about 2 minutes left, he was cut and his legs were getting kind of wobbly. He was still winning by a point, but he ended up drawing the fight. To get to the 8 rounds against a former champion can be seen as a success, even if the scoreboards may have been controversial. When the challenge was thrown, you accepted it. That is why Whindersson responded saying, "Challenge accepted." You then replied with a "let's do it." Nunes told reporters after his last boxing match, "I've never knew what a knockout looked like before. It's a new thing, and I've seen everything in life. I felt a hand for the first time. People watched it happen as if they had never seen me beaten before. It wasn't the first time, nor it will be the last." Logan, if the two can agree on a fight, Paul believes he will knock out a fellow internet star Whindersson after taking part in an exhibition battle last month. Brazilian sensations Whindersson, who has 43 million YouTube subscribers, called out a bout against Paul. It was the 27-year-old's first fight. However, he had previously competed in 3 fights at various levels. 4 years ago, Paul fought YouTube celebrity KSI to a stalemate in a white-collar fight, setting up a rematch the following year, which KSI won by a split decision. Last June, the American engaged in an exhibitions contest against Floyd Mayweather, and he claims the boxing legend has yet to pay him for the bout, which drew over 100,000 spectators. Last year, Logan Paul fought Floyd Mayweather. I will fight John Jones when that time comes. We have had beef for years now, and it is only going to get worse as you continue to go up the ranks. I think it's really interesting how you want to pursue so many different forms of entertainment, and I think that would be a fantastic fit for my interests. He has 60 million fans on Instagram, and he is matched by many of the most famous celebrities in both Brazil and internationally. No other persons could be more important than him. The same component, after I hit and field KSI, it is a worldwide bloodbath. UK versus USA. It might be top-notch to USA and Brazil. Gained final year, knocking out Ben Askren and beating former UFC champion Tyron Woodley twice. The troubled toddler has catered a fight against former middleweight global title holder Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. while he returns to the ring. However, Logan isn't always interested in trying out himself towards veteran boxers, along with Floyd Mayweather once more. YouTube celebrity Logan Paul claims to have accepted a boxing bout with Brazilian comedian and singer Whindersson 6 months after his fight with famed boxer Floyd Mayweather. Logan Paul is a YouTube sensation who is much more than that. The internet celebrity has now launched a multi-million-dollar NFT company, developed his own sports drink, and even become a professional boxer. His years-long feud with rival founder KSI ushered in a new era of influencer boxing, culminating his battle with Floyd Mayweather, the 50-0 boxing champion last year. It had been 6 months after his bout with Mayweather, and there had been no word on when he would fight again until he had unexpected Twitter discussions with Brazilian star Whindersson Nunes. Logan, after Nunes was debating whether or not to continue his boxing career, Paul stepped in with his post, and it looked like Nunes is involved with one of YouTuber's largest producer. It will be Logan Paul's 4th boxing match if the two enter the rings, following his battle with Floyd Mayweather and KSI twice. Paul has a 0-2 record so far, and his bout with Mayweather has yet to be decided. While it's unknown when or where the Logan and Whindersson bout will take place, it wouldn't be the first time Paul has been approached for a fight recently. Only a few days ago, AEW wrestler Britt Baker issued Paul a challenge, which he has yet to respond to. Logan Paul wants to return to boxing this year. The young professional last used boxing gloves to face off against Floyd Mayweather in a lucrative exhibition last month. You can see how boxing has managed to stay in fashion just as it has with Jake, who is younger. Boxing is still one of my favorite things, so I'm really looking forward to get back out there. I'm a big boxing fan and follow the sport closely, so last night I was chatting with other fans on Twitter. The radio this morning was a relief. I heard that I will probably be boxing again. Hopefully by the end of this year, I'm in training and just trying to balance this with everything else on my plate. If you do too much, you won't do anything at all. Based on their history and the way they have been consistently improving, he has a good idea of who'll be next. A Brazilian boy with a funny name saw one of my videos and said he wanted to fight me. He's younger than me, but he is also a comedian on Instagram or something like that. To be honest, bro, I'm not really concerned about what's next for me after Mayweather. All I want to do is fight. I want to get in the ring and knock out somebody who'll give me a decent challenge. That's why Whindersson would make a good opponent. The Brazilian is taller than Paul at 5 feet 9 inches, but he has a similar level of experience. Acelino Freitas is the co-featured boxer in Christian Mirage's debut appearance. While he lost to Acelino Freitas in January, he won his first amateur boxing match against Mario Silva. It appears that Paul has been vocal about not getting his earnings from Floyd Mayweather Jr. To be honest, mate, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I think it's time we take it offline, he said. Before Paul can get in the boxing ring, he'll need to tackle an even greater challenge, performing for over 100,000 people at WrestleMania in a match.